Hey YouTube. So I have an update for the Canadian who was arrested on Wednesday, Karim Baratov, arrested in relation to the 5 million account hacks on Yahoo that occurred in 2014. Some new information was released by the Globe and Mail about the young guy. First of all, Globe and Mail stands by the information that they gathered with linking him to some websites that essentially labeled him as a hacker for hire, and it also showed that he potentially made $211,000 between the years of 2013 and 2016 through PayPal. So this 22-year-old resident of the Hamilton suburb of Ancaster, Ontario, apparently he was hired, or he was approached by another Dimitri Ducochev, apparently in late 2014. He was an employee of the Federal Security Service in Russia, essentially the intelligence agency, more specifically the agency's Center 18, which is the Center for Information Security. He was employed by them in and around 2004 after coming into trouble with the law with regards to hacking and potentially stealing credit card information using skimmers. So in order to avoid some of these criminal charges, he was hired by the Russian Federal Security Service. He was accused by the United States government during the federal election last year of being involved in hacking or potentially swinging the vote. What later occurred, what later transpired in Russia, he was actually detained and arrested in December on charges of treason relating to releasing information to the United States. So essentially he was accused of being a spy, and he's looking at 20 years of imprisonment as a result. So the United States, they want Dimitri Ducochev, but he's already in prison in Russia. The United States knows that there is no extradition policy between Russia and the United States, so if the United States wants a guy from Russia, it's kind of there's really no point in asking. Secondly, he's in prison in Russia. He's having a hard time as it is. It seems like I don't want to play any conspiracy roles here, but Mr. Ducochev, he was accused of treason by Russia. If the Americans want him, why do they want him after he was accused in Russia? In November, if he was transferring information from the Russian security network, and if he did in fact approach this Karim Baratov in 2014, if for no other reason to get their spy back before he talks. Let's humor the idea. Maybe he is a spy. Maybe he's a spy working for the United States. The Russians figured it out. He was sending information to the United States, and he was detained in December, and he's being charged with treason. So why, after the fact, is United States pushing for Mr. Ducochev? He was arrested. The United States also had an interest in Mr. Ducochev, not only for the Yahoo hacks, but for the U.S. presidential election he was said to be involved in, as well as spam networks. He's accused of rigging these websites and advertisements relating to Viagra and other things like that. I'm sure everyone has seen that type of spam online, those types of advertisements. Like all the other advertisements we experience, those are simply advertising. And I don't think you can necessarily try someone for that type of thing. It didn't explain any more information. Maybe he collected sum of money through fraudulent means, but that wasn't really elaborated on. So Canada and the United States at the time wanted this Dimitri Ducochev over spam, essentially. Ducochev was arrested as a spy. The US isn't getting him. He's a known hacker working for the Russian government. It seems like an easy narrative. It seems like an easy narrative to swallow. Russian hacker hires Canadian, who's already a hacker for hire. Like, okay, he was a hacker for hire, possibly, potentially. Globe and Mail seems to stand by this claim. it seems like an easy push to expand the story, expand the rhetoric that Russia is this ultimate hacker state, cybersecurity is a major issue, and that we need to push forward on potential laws and things like that in order to secure ourselves and our citizens from potential Russian cyber attacks. I just like to keep an open eye about this, and I'm trying to remember what I was just talking about, because I did record this not too long ago, same thing, but I forgot to turn the microphone on, so again, I'm doing this for a second time. That's the little extra information that we had received since yesterday with regards to this matter, and still, Russia categorically denies any involvement in this matter. One of the people who were mentioned, Ducochev, for being involved, he is actually enemy of the state in Russia, as it is. So another point, let's humor this side as well. Let's say this idiot gets caught hacking into the United States election system on behalf of the Russian intelligence agency that he was working for. It may be in the Russians' interest to lock him up, say he's a criminal, he wasn't following orders, he was doing his own thing, and they locked him up. It's a very likely scenario in both sides, where he's a spy for Russia, he's a spy for America. We'll just have to see. I like spy stories. This whole espionage thing is fun. Do a little bit of investigating, and then when things come to light, that's when the rewards really kick in. So we'll see. We'll have to see. I hope more information comes to light in the near future, and if you want, you're going to hear more of it here. So please like and subscribe. Thanks for your support, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.